everyone. Today I just want to show you a really quick, cheap, free, easy way to make a journal. So you can use this journal for a glue book, an art journal, a junk journal. There's endless possibilities. And it's not going to be a fancy one. So let me be real clear on that. So what I've done is you can just use whatever you've got around the house. You can use junk mail, which I think I have some in here somewhere. But anyway, like a old brochure that you pick up somewhere or get in the mail, old papers, old pieces of maps. I've got some old jelly printing papers, some deli paper or tracing paper, some scrap stamp testing paper. Most of it's just computer paper. This was just a scrap sheet where I would do like my little index card a day challenge or make bookmarks or just under my art journal. And then it gets kind of pretty. So anyway, I just take all of these papers. I just went and picked out a bunch of scrap papers. And some are prettier than others. But it doesn't matter because you can do whatever you want. You can completely cover them up if you want by gluing stuff over them or by repainting over them, whatever. Or leave them as is. That's fun too. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and I've already kind of folded it in half, and this doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so I folded it in half, and then you can take something to like really get that seam good. All right, and then I'm going to take my stapler here, if it'll fit. We'll figure it out. And we are going to staple it. So smush all your papers in here. And this is going to work best with a long stapler like this long handled stapler. Oops. Okay, sorry if my head just got in there. One there, one here, one here. And make sure that you do the outside. Make sure that you have the top where the top part of the staple will be. So that'll be the outside of your book. Okay. So now it's all stapled together. Let me find the middle, where the middle went. I think it's right here. So voila. You've got yourself a super easy, cheap, recycled art journal, junk journal, glue book, whatever you want to do. And by glue book, this is kind of what I mean. So I had previously, early in the spring, I think, picked up a farmer's brochure at a farmer's market. And it was really thin and flimsy. And one day I just wasn't feeling my best, but I wanted to be creative. So I sat on my couch with a bin of little scraps that I have in my glue stick, and I just glued a bunch of stuff onto here. Again, I just used scrap papers, little bits of ephemera, some printables, free PDFs, free printables from like classes I took. This is a very textured jelly plate print. This is from my paper palette. Again, paper palette. Those are fun to put in here. This is a bunch of inks, some kind of a tester paper. This is a paper palette, and then just some scraps that I was practicing some scribbles on. Just a scrap paper. But anyway, you get the idea. And it looks really cool. It's about the same size. This one's a little bit bigger. And this is just mostly computer paper to give you an idea of what size it is. And you can fold it this way, the long way, like a brochure, or you can fold it the other way. It's up to you. And then you can just start gluing stuff in here. And as you do that, it's going to thicken up the pages. Or you can just take, you know, your paints or your markers, your inks, your watercolors, whatever you want to use. And just go to town in here painting and covering stuff up. Or you can do collage and painting. It's so much fun. And it's free. It's totally free. When I first got into art journaling and all of that, I thought I had to have this fancy art journal book. And so I went out and bought fancy art journals. I mean, they weren't super expensive, but still. I've got a few here. So I've got this one. I've got this one. I've got this one. What else? Another one here. And then I've got my mini one, my travel one. And then I decided that I could start making them out of what I had around. And that turned out to be my favorite, is these old crusty, uneven ones that I have made. They're my favorite because they're very me. And I just love them. They're imperfect, just like me. But anyway, so I just wanted to show you all of that neat stuff and give you some inspiration and encourage you to use what you have and start saving some junk papers, junk mail, and get to town. Get to town painting. Here's another one. This was a $2 kids book that I got at the Dollar General, and I got it because it has large print that I could like cut out and make my own little phrases and stuff like that. But I decided after doing that and thinning out like half of the book, like every few pages I would pull a page out or whatever, and I thinned out the book because as you start painting and stuff, as you can see, I mean, these things are going to get bulkier, so you need room. And so anyway, I decided, which I've still got to make a cover for this, but I decided to just start using this as an art journal, and I absolutely love it. Some of them I have glued 2 pages together, which you can do that in here too if you want. You don't have to. Trying to remember if I did here. Yes, I did. So it's nice. It just thickens up the page a little bit. But just go through some old books that you have, or pick some up at yard sales or consignment stores or whatever. And you want a decent page that won't like disintegrate. But anyway, those are just a few little ideas. I know a lot of people have been asking me for videos and questions and stuff like that. Well, we're going to start out super simple so that you can, if you're into this self-made stuff, that you can go ahead and get right into it and just make this. All you need is some papers and a stapler, and voila. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and click like, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. All right, thanks for being here, and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.